بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
I'm not an inconsiderate person.
You are.
You cannot say that now.
Yeah, I can.
You cannot say that.
No.
Because
I take my words back.
there will be more opportunities for me to be inconsiderate.
Really?
Yeah, so be nice. Really?
This time somewhere else, huh?
This time somewhere else. So where were we, Aisha?
Yeah, you had been wanting to talk about this one particular topic, which we have not covered yet on our show.
Which is?
Which you've been talking about a lot about it nowadays, which is love versus ownership. I'm still not able to get hold of it. Exactly what the idea is behind that.
It's a wild one. It is one that society will not accept and does not want to accept.
Okay.
And that is the reason we all, and I mean all, live lives of misery. It stems from your fundamental ego and your ego of ownership, your learning of ownership, your ego of me, I, and we own things. We have possessions, and from the very beginning we taught to own things.
Right.
These are your clothes.
Yeah.
And this is my car, and this is my house, and parents tell children that you live in our house.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's this ownership thing. Now, it gets so deeply entrenched in us that when it comes to people, we start owning them as well. Parents try to own children, children try to own parents. Siblings try to own each other, but the worst hit gets your romantic relationships.
Yeah.
Because siblings or parents or those relationships are still alright. But when it's a matter of love, and when you try to own the other person, that's where things really screw up. And here my ideology kicks in that if I love you, that doesn't mean you're mine. And that does not also mean that you have to do what I want you to do. And that should also not be conditional.
Yeah.
That should not mean that you have to be a certain way to me. That does not also mean that you have to love me in return.
It has to be all natural and with the flow.
It's whatever. It is, and I mean whatever, not in a dismissive way, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
But I love you. But you do whatever. So where we go wrong, and we go 99.93287% people in this whole universe and history of time, I love you, you love me, so you're mine, so now you have to be the way I want you to be. That's where we go wrong.
And I guess that's the reason why a lot of relationships have issues.
Every relationship.
Because you try and mold that person the way you want them to be.
Every relationship.
And that's exactly where the other person realizes this is not who I was and I'm being changed in a certain manner.
That's one.
Yeah.
And further, taking it further, the loyalty, honesty, sincerity, all that comes from the same thing. Maybe you don't want to be with me. But does that mean I should stop loving you? Not really. And when, in extension, you and I are in a relationship, we break up, and then we start hurting each other. Because we're breaking up now, so I hate you, how dare you, I'm going to...
Yeah. Okay.
So, to me, I obviously never loved you.
I agree.
I just wanted to own you. I just wanted to possess you. I just wanted to show you off that you're mine. I never really loved you.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
I never loved you. Because if I had ever loved you, whether you are mine or not, I would still love you. I would love you for who you are. And if you change, I can stop loving you. But if I had ever loved you, I'm not going to hurt you.
Then why do all relationships break up on such a bad note? Because it's
Because it's
all about
about ownership.
it's not love.
Absolutely. There's
The
never
true
any
meaning
love.
of love does not exist there.
There's never any love.
And for us, I guess the definition of love is to own that person.
Yeah. We call that love.
I agree.
That is not love.
Even like in countries like when you get married, the wife is expected to
Country like ours, you mean Pakistan.
Sorry?
You mean this region? India,
Yeah.
Pakistan. Right,
India,
this region.
Pakistan.
I'm saying country like ours with a lot of people who don't know where
Right.
we're sitting.
Places like Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, all these places, a woman is expected to behave in a certain manner, adapt to all the household environment of the male, because she has to be in a certain manner. She has to act in a certain manner. Because
Even-
that's how she's accepted.
Okay, even men. I'm not going to make it a gender thing. Men expect women to be a certain way, and women
Yeah.
expect the husband to be a
Yeah.
certain way. And it's a global thing. It is not just the regional thing. Everywhere, anywhere in this whole world.
But I guess then the argument comes in that both the male and the female have to make certain changes in their lifestyle and in their personality to be able to...
That's marriage. That's
that's-
relationship. That is not love.
Yeah,
Call it a marriage.
right.
Call it a social contract.
But the love...
Call it society.
The definition of love is that you will love that person no matter what the situation is, no matter how the person is,
No matter who you're with.
and you will not give them pain. You will not hurt them.
How can you? How can you?
But unfortunately, that doesn't exist.
And-
Like this whole concept is, I guess, way too much in my dreams and my bubble.
When I
Doesn't-
started, I said this is a wild one. But in reality, if we can ever come to understand this, and just then let people free, and then you know what? In your freedom, there's an old little mushy posters you get. If you love someone, set them free. We all used to, we've used that every now and then, but
Right.
we've never understood it.
Right.
That's what this is saying. If you love someone, set them free. If they come to you, they're yours. If they don't, they were never yours. But it doesn't say so you should stop loving them. I love you, you're free. If you come to me in your freedom, you're mine. If not, you were never mine. So, should I now kill you?
No. Or abuse you, or...
A variant of that, a funny variant is if you love someone, set them free. If they come to you, they're yours. If not, hunt them and shoot them down. And that's what we do.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
we hunt them, shoot them. What?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you... I mean, I'm going to say something really, really criminal, evil here, whatever. You know what true love is? A man or a woman married to a porn star.
So you are not worried about the occupation or what he does, but you love him for who he or she is.
While he sleeps with 20 women a day. Or maybe she sleeps with whoever men a day. Yet you're married and you love each other. That is true courage.
You're going to hear a lot of this one.
But that is true courage. That's what I call true courage.
But I guess for us, the definition of love and relationship is to own that person, to have them act in a particular manner, and they should say, do and say whatever you want them to do and say.
They have to be loyal to you, faithful to you, they
Yeah.
belong to you, they're your property. Even you can't accept what I'm saying, let me tell you this.
I know exactly why you're saying
No,
that.
no,
The
no,
loyalty
no, no,
factor and
I'm
the-
not saying it for any other
the
reason. I'm
honesty
saying it
factor,
right here,
yes.
right now.
Yeah,
It is almost impossible,
it is.
given the way we are brought up.
Yeah.
All right, now imagine we can't give up our jealousies of the past.
No.
Imagine people who are, okay, there's a prostitute who has been a prostitute for 15 years. Now a man comes and falls in love with her. She gives up her profession, but she slept with 5,000 men.
You would hold it against her all your life?
If he loves her, that's courage. Go beyond all jealousies and go beyond all, and still love the woman. Or the man for that matter. If he's...
But don't you think we always want to hold something against that person and play it at the right time, because that's what happens
So we
most
don't
of
love.
the times.
That's because we're trying to be one up.
Right.
We use each other's weaknesses
Yeah.
to be one up.
Yep.
To bash to
Yeah.
break each other's spirit.
Yep.
If we're in a relationship, we will say, you said that and your mom said that. And why? Because we're just trying to break you down. We're just trying to break you down so we can hold you captive. You're going to
Yeah.
try to break me down, I'll try to break you down.
We try and weaken each other's position in an argument.
Thank you. Or mother-in-laws would do that to the daughter-in-laws, and we do it. Everyone does it to everyone. Whereas true relationship, what we call the hippie way, but that really is true love. Think about it. We don't even love our parents. We don't really love our parents, especially in this part of the world, in India, Pakistan, in these cultures. Would you get your mother married to someone if your father left her?
No.
And I'm not saying the word your father died.
No.
I'm saying if your father left her, if they got divorced, would you get your mother married? Why not?
Generally, they won't.
What? She's the mother of God or what?
I really feel they have the right.
Not just they have the right.
No, and it's their life.
I'm not even saying that. Would you get them married for their happiness?
Yeah.
That's very rare and odd.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the backlash? No,
I know what the world is going to say.
West, it's the norm.
Yeah, I know what the
But the
society is
East,
going to
it's
say
insane.
about it. Yeah, I agree.
The East is
It's considered as unacceptable and very modern and
modern is like vulgar.
yeah.
How could my mother sleep with another man? If I really love her, I want to see her happy. But what do we want? We want to hold them captive. My mother. We forget that she's human. Or my father. Or my sister, my daughter, my wife, my brother, we hold everyone captive the way we, in our frustrations. No, let me just take it further. Yeah. I hold you captive in my frustration.
Yeah.
Because I am just mediocre. I'm frustrated, so I want you to compliment me. I want you to add on to me, and I want you to just be by my side and you're mine. If I love you, go, you're free. So all I'm saying is don't call it love. Call it relationship, call it marriage, call it whatever. It's not love.
I agree. Also, now, since we're talking about love and relationship, we often tend to get very obsessive about people, very possessive. How
Look at these words, obsessive, possessive.
Yeah.
But how do you break away from that?
Yeah.
If you love them, you shouldn't have that in the first place. You don't love them.
But
You just want company.
back in the head, it always hits you now and then.
Obsessive comes from what? Let's take it one by one. Obsessive.
Obsession.
Why are you obsessing about another person? You don't have a life.
I don't have a life.
You don't have a life, so you're obsessing about the other person. If you have something better to do, give them space, right? But
Free
you have nothing
time.
better to do.
Yeah.
And you're alone, you're incomplete,
Yeah.
and you want... Why are you possessive? Ownership. You want to possess them. Possession. You're my possession.
I often see couples fighting about, oh, how dare you look at that person, how dare that person came and spoke to you in a particular manner, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I guess that's the obsession and possessiveness that we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's not really love, because
The
if
jealousy.
you know
What
that
is jealousy?
it is this.
How could you kiss another man? Because she liked it. But you mind? How dare you kiss another man? I'm jealous. Why? It made you happy, right? That's why you did it. You enjoyed the moment. You were happy. So I should be happy for you because you were happy. You're my love.
Well, I guess that also has its limitations. That also
Give me a
has
reason
its
why.
limitations. Of course, yes.
Give me a reason why is the limitation?
Later on.
No. Let's do this.
No, because you see, if I'm in love with someone, I would want that there's certain things that I would want that
Go
person
on.
only to do with me and
Go
not
on.
anyone.
Go on. You just tongue-tied yourself.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
Certain things are there has to be
Why?
a limit to everything.
Why?
Of course, yes.
Why? True love.
No.
It makes him happy. It gives him happiness.
And there is a limit of happiness also, huh?
So there is a.
You see,
So
in
it
our
has
society,
to conform to your needs.
both needs, I would say, mutual. Yeah. Okay.
What's good for you is
Fine.
good for him.
A lot of couples have also argued about the fact that the male would always say or do things because he's a male, and the female will not because the male
Or
owns
the
that
female cannot.
Yeah, because
No, I don't agree with that. We all people. We all people. You and I are in a relationship. We love each other. At any moment you can say, I don't love you anymore. I'm out of here. You're free. I
And
will.
you will
I
let
will
me
still
go.
love you. No. Who am I to let you go? Let you go. Look at that line. Who am I to let you go? Are you a prisoner?
no.
So who am I to let you go? You're free and
I
I'll still
choose
love
to,
you.
yeah.
I'll still love you.
Yeah.
But maybe we can't be together. Maybe we can't live together. I have a sister. We love each other. We can't live together. So, should I stop loving my sister?
No.
I have a brother. He and I just can't live together. Should I stop loving my brother? So, how can I stop loving you just because you don't want to live with me? If I stop loving you because you refuse to be with me, then it was never love.
And I guess that's what the definition of love is all over the world.
And it's not.
So that was your philosophy about
Hey,
love and
I'm willing to take this. I'm open to it. We can talk about this more if you like.
No, we have an
can create
extension
as
of this
many
only.
scenarios as you like. And you know, the scenario of marrying a male or a female prostitute who gives up the profession. But like I said earlier, the biggest test of humanity is to overcome the jealousy, possessiveness, obsession, or whatever of marrying someone who's a porn star.
But you know, a lot of people would actually let go of that for a particular period of time, but somewhere back in the head, they will always have that thought and it will come back. It is going to backfire at some point in time.
Why? Why are you saying
We always
that?
hold these
How are you
points
assuming
while
that?
we're...
Maybe
Because I've
maybe
seen,
maybe 0.0001% people out there.
I don't think so. It's human nature. We all say at that point in time, yeah, don't worry, nothing's going to affect it, we'll make this work out. We're not going to let our past affect our future or present. But somewhere when you have arguments, when you have fights,
What
you
I'm
always
saying
bring
is,
that
what
matter in
I'm
somewhere.
saying is making it even worse. What if the present is that? You're married to an active porn star who goes to work in a porn film every day. How about them? How about those
That
relationships?
does not happen in this world. I don't know what world you're talking about. It's not going to happen.
I'm
anytime soon.
not here to judge the profession. I'm not here to comment on that. So let's not.
No,
go.
I'm not
I don't want
talking
people.
about
No,
the
I'm saying
scenario.
something. I don't want people to get into that debate. But do they not deserve love?
Of course they do.
They're human.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever conditions they're in, why they're a porn star, this show is not about the discussion. So please hold your comments on that. We're not talking. We're just using that as an example.
Right.
They too deserve love.
Yeah.
They too fall in love. Somebody does love them and accepts them for who they are. That's true love.
I'm not part of the program. I know what's going to happen after this. But I guess another topic that we would want to discuss is an extension of this one.
Hang
To
on to
some
that.
extent, yeah.
Comments, feedback, feel free. I'm not going to even tell you to refrain anymore. Say whatever you want. You're just showing who you are.
Oh yeah, I tweeted about that today.
Oh, did you?
Your
What'd you say?
actions speak and say a lot about you.
What you say is a reflection of who you are, not on who I am.
Yep.
Ta-da!